Guys, give me a second. I am a mess at the moment. Literally, my tripod is missing. So, we're just going to have to make do tonight. Sorry, my tripod is missing. I have no idea where it's at. So, we're just going to have to deal, and I'll find it later. So, tonight's live. Hey! Hi. As I said, my tripod is missing. I will find it later. But tonight, we're looking at carnivores that are in my collection. This is going to be a mess, because I'm used to having my tripod. And I don't have it. And that makes me mad. And I need to find it. So we're going to do this like I did the last time, in groups. So the first one that we're going to look at, if you don't know, my main collection are basically toys. But they're cool toys. Oh, hey! You don't have to post to it. So this is the pink river dolphin. Is it really going to do that? That's a pink river dolphin. They come from South America. I think I've done a video about them, and you can look that up. Next, we have the cheetah. These guys, believe it or not, once roamed from Africa all the way through Asia, up into India, even India. Of course, pythons are carnivores. They don't eat plants. They are not venomous. They are, however, constrictors, so they squeeze their prey. Of course, we know that wolves are carnivores. This happens to be the gray wolf. One of my favorite items that I have in the collection. Of course, alligators. This not alligator, I'm sorry. This is a crocodile. He's one of many that we will see tonight. Whether you like that or not, I don't know. Of course, spiders. Fun fact, there are some spiders that are plant eaters, believe it or not. I know of at least one. Let me know if you guys can't see them, because you're further away than usual. Maned wolf. This is the largest canid, meaning the largest wild dog in South America. And thrasher sharks. Now, these guys look a little weird. More like a fox on stilts. They use this tail to slam into fish, and then they gobble the fish up, basically stunning them. I talked about this guy on Friday. This is the jumping spider, and you can see those big eyes. Those help them to look for food. Very visually, it's an animal that really needs vision in order to hunt. This is the eastern coral snake, and there are many different species of coral snake. This guy happens to, as I mentioned in the last live, these guys are elapids, meaning they're related to such things as cobras, I think mambas, taipan, yeah, so a bunch of really not so fun animals if you were to get bitten. Most tarantulas are going to be carnivores as well as rattlesnakes. Yes, they are very pretty and, like you mentioned, Eric, deadly if you were to get bit. So I highly recommend to people, don't get bit. Now, that being said, this next one is not a strict carnivore. However, this is a very scary chimp. Chimpanzees will and do hunt and do eat meat. A lot of people don't know that about these guys, but they do. Okay. Next up, we're going to go through the littles. And we might skip some of these because some of these guys are repeats. So let's get into it while we can. Octopuses are carnivores. They're going to go after clams and crabs and maybe fish. Starfish, believe it or not, are carnivores. And again, they're going to be feeding on clams. The crown of thorns crown of thorns starfish feed on corals. Penguins feed on fish and squid in some cases. Sea lions, of course, are carnivores. They're going to be feeding on fish, among other things. Some sea turtles do eat animals such as jellyfish. Of course, Komodo dragons do feed on meat. We used to think that they killed their prey using bacteria. We now know what is up with the lights in my room. We now know that is not true, that they are actually venomous. Moray eel, of course, no question there. They're definitely venomous. Most of your dolphins, well, all of your dolphins are toothed whales. And dolphins and the like are all pretty much carnivores. Eels such as this guy, which is not a moray eel, are carnivores. Rays of any kind are typically moray eels, or are typically carnivores. Sorry, y'all. Sorry. Seagulls are going to be opportunist. They're going to be feeding on whatever they feel like feeding on. Cobras of any kind are going to be meat eaters. Stonefish. This is one of probably my most unusual items in the collection. Are going to be feeding on fish also. Snow leopards. Again, your cats are going to be carnivores. Scorpions are carnivores. This happens to be a fat-tailed scorpion. Very deadly, in case you don't know. This is a bamboo shark. You know, I'm wondering if it's getting in front of the camera. No. Not really. Huh, I'd like to. You know what? It might be getting in front of the camera. So that's the bamboo shark. Notice he has little barbels on the bottom of his body or the mouth. That is used to find food. All snakes are carnivores. This is a water snake, probably a northern water snake. This happens to be a green tree boa or python. Marine toads, if you live in certain areas, you might be familiar with these guys. These guys are also known as king toads, by the way. And they will eat anything that they can stick in their mouths. The teeth that they have on their body are actually scales, technically. Yeah. So they're not true scales in the sense that, well, they're not true scales. Centipedes are, of course, carnivores. Sea snakes, like this yellow belly sea snake, are definitely carnivores. I think we're going to move on and look at some other carnivores. Oh, wait. Gila monsters are carnivores. And yes, they are poisonous or venomous. Venomous. Not they are not what was I saying? They are not poisonous. They are carnivores. Or they're not poisonous, they're venomous. This is, of course, brown bears. Ooh, sorry. This is a brown bear. These guys are carnivore. Actually, they're omnivores, but they are carnivores. They do eat meat. I'm trying not to cover the omnivores too much, because we can always talk about them at a later date, right? Jaguar. No, I'm sorry, leopard. We'll cover them a little bit later. Tigers. I hated this one when I got it. All tigers are carnivores. This happens to be the Bengal, and I think this isn't a mirror, or the Siberian tiger. Make sure I'm not missing anything. That box is good. We're gonna start on the other big box. As I mentioned, toothed whales like belugas and orcas and sperm whales are all carnivores. They all eat meat. They all eat living organisms. This is another one of the alligators in the collection. It's not my most favorite alligator in my, or crocodile in my collection. But if you can see that, his head moves. That's one that my sister bought me. Hello, everybody. I'm not going to cover dinosaurs in this live because I feel like we all know which ones were carnivores and which ones were not carnivores, and so what's the point? Now we're gonna get into the fun stuff. Maybe. Ow! Okay, let's do this, right? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to make sure that I have everything because the last time I did one of these, I forgot stuff. And I don't want to shortchange anybody. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But it does this like all the time, and it's really frustrating. Mountain lions, as I mentioned, all carnivores are meat eaters. Guys, I am not thinking clearly tonight. Maybe that'll help. All cats are carnivores. All stingrays are carnivores. And you might be wondering where their mouth is. Well, of course, the mouth is on the bottom. We have another alligator, or another crocodile rather. Lynx. Leucistic alligator. If you don't know that term, leucistic basically means that the animal... Leucistic basically means that the animal has very little pigment. However, they do not have pink eyes. Meerkat. Almost, yes, but not quite. That is the meerkat. Harpy eagle. These guys, if you don't know, are huge. Don't judge this. Platypuses are carnivores. Walruses are carnivores. Now, I think, if I remember right, this is another crocodile. Lions, again, it's a cat. It is a carnivore. Penguins are fish eaters. This is actually one of my favorite spiders. This is the Sydney funnel-web spider. One of the most venomous spiders on the planet. I'm going to load up for the next set of animals. While I'm doing this, I want to thank everybody for coming into live today. This is a much later live, and I did this for a couple of reasons. I'm not going to say why, other than just to say that there was a reason. You don't have to necessarily worry about why, just that it was important at the time, not necessarily so important now. Can you guys hear me okay? I hope, because I'm not watching the screen at the moment. So, talk amongst yourselves. I will be right with you. I just have way too many of these to actually be able to show you right offhand. Okay, hold on. Oh, gosh darn it. If you had a question, I can't see beyond that is a good question. I can't thumb back up. Hi, Blake. So if you do have a question and I missed it, please repost it. This is the black leopard. Black leopards are actually a melanistic, so they're the opposite of leucistic or albino. The body produces too much of the are alligators and crocodiles prehistoric? They haven't changed a whole lot from their predecessors, from their ancestors. But then again, some sharks really haven't changed all that much. So to say that they're prehistoric, no. However, there were alligators and crocodiles prehistoric times. So I don't know how far back alligators go, but later on I will show you evidence of a prehistoric alligator. Anteaters are carnivores. They actually feed on ants. Some of you may have seen the evidence. This is a clouded leopard, not a true leopard, actually very closely related to prehistoric saber-toothed cats. Jaguar's one of my favorite cats. Beginning to reemerge back into the United States. The praying mantises are all carnivores. Yes, that is true. This is a black jaguar. You can sort of, sorry, I moved. So Blake, if you're still here, how old are you and what's up? You can't see it, I'm sorry. But if you were to look really, if you were to look really closely at this guy, you would see his spots. This is a king vulture. These guys are scavengers, but they do feed on dead animals. This is a spotted hyena, and contrary to popular belief, these guys are active hunters. Mountain lions again, that's the smaller one. That is a leopard, although it looks really bad. And I don't know how to shut it off. I'll have to figure it out. I don't know how to do it for YouTube. This is a black bear, not a polar bear. This is a leucistic black bear, and they're only found in one place in the United States. This is, of course, an orca, and they are, of course, carnivores. That sounds good. Thank you, Eric. let me get these guys back on the shelf. And we have 2 more shelves to do, guys. But trust me, if I don't get the time, yeah. If there are questions that pop up, or people that come in the live while my back is turned, please talk to them. Welcome them. Be friendly to them. For those of you who might be new, I am Nature Guy X46. This is my channel. Tonight we have sort of a quiet. I decided to do 2 serious lives and 1 sort of not so serious. This is going to be one of those not so serious lives. You're still going to learn a whole lot. But yeah, it's going to be really, really sort of relaxed and not so focused on some of the gloom and doom that we have with some of the other videos or some of the other lives, because that's just the way I like things. I don't like the gloom and doom ones. And you can ask Carol. In the last week, we've had some that have been a little bit hard to swallow. Yeah, I do. Yes, it is. It's called a spirit bear or a commode bear. They can be found in Canada in a small, very, very small area in Canada. This is a honey badger. They are in the same family as skunks and whatnot. They're actually in the weasel family. This, of course, yes. This is, of course, the American black bear. Not to be confused with the Asiatic black bear. This is a vulture. They are, of course, going to be eating dead stuff, but still they're eating meat. Of course, sea lions are going to be going after fish and squid and stuff like that. Sometimes they do take other stuff. The snow leopard, tiger shark, the great white shark that I don't really like, but that's okay. The megamouth shark, bull shark. If you live in Florida, if you live in Australia, if you live in Hawaii, or along any of the rivers, you definitely know the shark. Me too. I love sharks. This is a fire salamander. One of my favorite types of seals. This is the leopard seal. This is the caiman. Yeah, not so common now, but at one time they may have made it into the Great Lakes. At one time, yes. A little bit harder now because we have the locks in place and stuff, but yes. So let me tell you what I know. As young sharks, bull sharks, as babies, as no, they're not freshwater sharks. As younger sharks, they can withstand freshwater. As adults, they grow less tolerant of freshwater. Doesn't mean they can't be found in estuaries, but estuaries being that they have that transitional area between salt and freshwater, meaning that if you have a baby, if you have a young to teenage bull shark, they can withstand fresh water. They have been caught as far north as, I believe it is, St. Louis. But yes, they can and do enter fresh water to have their babies. This is a corn snake. And if you missed the video on pangolins, you missed a really good live. Really, really good live. If you haven't seen it, look it up. Oh, that light is blinding me. I am not done yet. Y'all can't leave yet. You are my prisoners. Oh my goodness. I feel like somewhere every time I take stuff off these shelves, I end up forgetting how I had them, and they end up in weird places. Gosh darn it. One of these days, I'm gonna tip. Okay. I promise y'all. I do have animals that we've already talked about, so I am not taking them off the shelf because we've already talked about them. Okay. Whew. There aren't as many this time around, guys. What? This is a jellyfish. Jellyfish, as you know, eat fish and maybe other stuff as well. Blue sharks are carnivores. These guys will eat just about everything, as well as feed and scavenge off kills. Sponges feed on a mix of stuff. They take in food, they take in water through their bodies, and then remove the food from it, and then send the water out. Blue sharks are very pretty. This is a frilled lizard, and I wish this was to scale. I'm not sure it is, but they are carnivores. They spend a lot of their times up in trees. Of course, we have the polar bear. Now, polar bears are much more carnivorous than other bears. So, yeah. This is the coelacanth or coelacanth. Now, these guys... These guys feed on well, I'm not sure what they feed on. I'm assuming fish, but maybe not. Frogs, of course, feed on insects. Hi, Carlos. Carlos Crack 2904. Hi. Did predecessor leave? Did predecessor leave? I don't see her posting. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. And this is... She's here. Sorry. This is a coyote. Sorry. That's the coyote. And this is Red Panda. And that, ladies and gentlemen, dare I say boys and girls? Maybe. I don't know. That's all, basically all of the carnivores. Do I have my... No, I don't. No, kangaroos are not carnivores. They are herbivores. Okay. Did not know that. Hi, Tumber. Tumber T, hi. Upcoming lives are on the channel and on the Facebook group. You can look them up in both places. So if you look at my community page, those are there. Oh, I have them right here for some of them. Let me go through this. I have never been to the Philippines, but I do have some animals that I really like that come from the Philippines. So, coming up lives, Tuesday at 7 p.m. That is this upcoming Tuesday at 7 p.m. How do we choose who lives? So, we're going to be talking about animals in the United States. Basically, how the United States decides what animals get put on the endangered species list, is basically what we're talking about. Friday at 7 p.m., we are doing Learn to Care African Forest Elephants. I promise you that if you do not cry during these Learn to Care events, there is something wrong with you. Yes. I believe so. It would almost have to be. And then by semi-popular demand, I'm going to be doing next Saturday at 8:30 Myth and Monsters European Edition. And that is a fun live if you like to get a little bit on the dark side. And then Tuesday at 7 p.m. by popular demand, we are doing, I had somebody suggest that we do Godzilla, that I talked about my Godzilla characters. If you cannot see them, they're up on the shelf behind me. And we will be talking all things Godzilla and basically height, weight, and weapons. Hi, Josh Poston. How are you? So yeah, we probably will even, he's not going to fit into the camera. We will be talking about this guy next Saturday. Or no. In 2 weeks. In 2 weeks. So we will be doing that. Yes, he is. He is Space Godzilla, and he needs to get put back into his space. Wow, 47 minutes. Yeah, I'm not bringing her out right now because every time I do that, I end up losing her. You're subbing. Okay. Throw it at me, Carol. I'll catch it. Maybe. By the way, I am Nature Guy X46. For those of you that don't know me, coastal wolf, subspecies of the gray wolf. I really need to find my my tripod. Without it, bearded dragons are awesome. My nephew used to have one. I definitely want to encourage my subscribers to give me ideas. What I don't, okay, tell me why everybody else in YouTube land gets questions for they're very cool, Josh. Oh, sorry. I was up early today. I'm sorry. My videos are not top quality videos, but they are packed full of awesome facts. I know it is. It's a subconscious thing. I am saving up money, and I'm probably going to have to save it up for a very long time, but I have a microscope that you may see in some of the videos. And there are attachments that you can buy that fit on your microscope, and you can actually show people what's on it. So I'm hoping someday to be able to do videos where I look at stuff under the microscope so that you guys can see what I'm looking at. I think that would be really cool. Josh, what is your favorite animal? This has to be like a record for live. Yeah, but I don't remember how expensive it is. Oh, very cool. I want to get a dissecting scope. Yeah, mine, I don't have a favorite animal. But I have favorite animals. So within different categories. Okay, my favorite, I have blue-butted monkeys. Mandrills. I have actually been on the Great Salt Lake and seen live sea monkeys. Brine shrimp. Guys, I have to sit down for a minute. So I'm basically just a talking head, but forgive me. Oh, okay, brine shrimp, yeah. Thanks to Fancy Football Brothers. I try. Oh, before I forget, I have been challenged by one of my nephews to anyway, it's a challenge to get 1,000 subscribers before he does. And I'm already ahead of the game a little bit because I have, last time I checked, 528 subscribers. Probably have gained at least one or two tonight. But yeah, very cool. So 530. I just have to make it to 1,000 before he does. So there's that. Yeah, it's either a mandrill. I'm thinking there's another one in China. But don't hold me to that. I need to check something really quick. Hopefully you guys I don't lose you. I guess I can't do it. Okay. I'm at 46%. So I'm still good for a little bit. Yeah. I don't have one in my collection yet. So, yeah. The longest I've gone is like an hour and something minutes. Close to 2 hours. I don't think I'll make 2 hours tonight, though. Oh, yeah, I can't even reach mine, so... There are 2 people in live that know me in real life. Those of you that have subscribed and don't know me, other than the nature stuff, would you be interested in a Q&A? I don't go live on Mondays. My lives are Tuesdays at 7, Fridays at 7, and Saturdays at 8:30. So those are my live times. Okay, so if you want a Q&A, I need questions submitted into either the comment section of lives or into the community page, okay? And I will put a thing in there for Q&A questions. They are so cool. I actually have somewhere. It may be on my headstand of my bed. Or maybe, no. Yes. Happy, you know what? I'm going to say this and I'm going to be crazy for saying it. Happy Mother's Day to any women on my channel who are 18 or older. Have a happy Mother's Day tomorrow. Because even single women can have a happy Mother's Day. So the next live is how do we choose who lives? And I need to research that. I did get the next, I still have to record videos. I'll probably do that tomorrow. So if there may not be a video, there won't be a video posted for today. Just be aware of that. Today was a very busy day. I apologize for there not being a video. Hopefully, this makes up for it. To those of you I have no idea what that means. And I don't think I want to know. Maybe. So yeah. I do like Gigan. He's okay. I have two Gigans. Then if I don't want to know what it is, then this is not the place. Because if it's what I think it is, I definitely don't want to know. I have the Final Wars Gigan. If you know, you know. And I have the original Gigan. Yeah, he's Final Wars Gigan is definitely that is going to be in 2 weeks. That's my Gigan. Or one of my Gigans. It is in 2 weeks. There will be it'll be it will be posted. I wish more of him was movable. And we will be talking all about the creatures. Oh! Sorry. Yeah. Do I need to go over lives again? I don't have money to be spending on anything right now. Unfortunately. I do need a Megalon. Oh, that'd be cool, Josh. So, Eric, are you sorry that you came in? Yeah, that calcium is important. You don't want to wait too long on getting that. Good. Guys, if you have not watched, in all seriousness, if you have not watched the Learn to Care Penguin, you're missing a really good live. Very informative, little bit of a tearjerker if you're sensitive, but it is what it is. You know, actually, I forgot two animals. Huh. This is a sperm whale, and they are carnivores. And the giant squid is a carnivore. What's really cool about this company's giant squid, if you, oh, you can't see it. Oh, yeah, you can. That black dot, if you can see that. That black dot way in the back is the beak. These guys, if you don't know, sperm whales will actually hunt giant squid, and they will sometimes actually be covered in scars from the suckers. So very cool. I promise you there will be videos up tomorrow, hopefully. Well, they fight them because they eat them. I'm going to try and get more videos made up tomorrow and get the first one posted. I also have to do shorts and videos. Trying to think if there's anything I need to tell you guys. Carol, am I missing anything? I'm not gonna promise because we have so many others to get through right now that I will consider a lot. Yes. Yes. And I think their heart. Okay, I'm not a sports fan, but that's great. I will be happy with you, Eric. Yeah, I have no idea either, Carol. If anybody knows, tell me because I don't. Oh, ay, I'm sorry. Oh, I get it. Yep. I promised you guys I would show you that thing, didn't I? Okay, I will be right back. I forgot that I promised you guys I would show you something. Oh, sorry. I've also heard, Josh, that their sonic, if you're in the water with them when they release that, I've heard it can kill you. So I ordered a thing of fossils from Florida, and in it came the peripheral from a slider turtle, and if you look, see those dents right below my finger? Here, yikes, here, and here. Come on, light. Here. Yeah, I've heard that. Pretty incredible. So this is a turtle fossil from Florida that, hey guys, it is not, you have to be really careful with stuff. Don't, yeah, I know you're kidding around and joking, and I get it, but be careful with it. Yeah, so those, and come on, cooperate. You're fine. I just don't want to get. Oh, I have Josh. So those little indents on the turtle fossil are, you can sort of see it. Those are bite marks from an alligator. Well, this was in maybe. So these, yeah, I don't know. I don't know the species, Josh. I know it's from America. All of my Florida stuff were taken straight from the creek in Florida and sent to me. But I have trilobites. I have, yeah, I actually have, I have the same thing, Josh. I have two. I also have a mosasaurus tooth, but I broke it. Yeah. I have shark's teeth. I was told that those marks above my finger are alligator. I don't know how true that is, but this is the bottom edge of a slider. It is. It is a turtle fossil, but these bite marks, these round ones are from an alligator biting it. I have a lot of stuff. Which one do you want to see, Josh? The teeth? Let me get. I will be back. Let me just. Let me see what I have in this box, because we could I don't know what all I have in this box, so give me a second so I can figure out what's in here. Because I have stuff. No, that's not fossils. That's... Here it is. I think this is, Josh, I think this is what you're asking for. I dropped this on accident and had to glue it. But that is a Spinosaurus tooth. I don't like handling it a super lot. So that's a big one. And this is my smaller tooth. I don't have an exact age. But they are very beautiful. Now, I also have something. I have a fossil that is very... And I don't know where it is at the moment. Hopefully it's in here. Yeah, this is it. So, this is a fossil. And maybe Josh knows what this is. This is a stromatolite, or at least a piece of one. These guys are actually... Oh, my back. I'm having to stretch to get stuff to the screen. Very cool, Josh. So the bands that you see are actually bacteria. So you're basically looking at fossilized bacteria. How cool is that? Um, these guys actually still live today. And you'll see them, they're like big, round, almost like a glyphodont shell. They're almost like a boulder, just sort of sitting in the ocean, but only the outer layer is alive. Yeah, they'd almost have to be. Josh, do you know what that is? This is not a fossil, but it's one of my favorite objects. It is a sea snail. This is a textile cone shell. One of the most venomous creatures in the ocean. Of course, it's not alive now, but do I have? They are very beautiful. So these are always really big with the kids. This next item. And I'm trying to do this without cutting myself. Oh, there it is. That is one of the, I don't know, I don't want to call it cool, but these are modern day. These are tiger shark's teeth. I have been very lucky to have a range of stuff. Well, those are not conchs, though. They are small. This is another fossil. It's probably doesn't show up very well. This is agatized coral. The circles that you see are the individual polyps. Yeah. Yeah, they will cut paper. I don't have the ability to show you, but they will cut right through paper. I'm telling you, talking about looking like an emerald. Oh, Josh, this was an unexpected fossil in my stuff from Florida. It doesn't look like much. But can you see the resemblance between the two? I believe, and I don't know for sure, that this is a fossilized cone shell. Based on general shape. Doesn't mean that it is. It could be a totally different organism, but yeah. Yes. Yep, I did. That is a garnet. No. No. Um, no. Sort of. This is, all I can think is lightning. I have to pull the cheat sheet. This is a fulgurite. So it's not necessarily organic, but that's what happens when lightning hits sand. Yeah, sort of. Black tourmaline, a big old piece of it. Just not. Anyway, guys, we've been doing this for almost an hour and a half. And some of us, well, I have to be up for church tomorrow. But I wanted to show one more thing, if it'll show up. And I still haven't done bulletins yet. So I have to do that yet. So there is that too. And this is amber. And that black speck that you see is an insect. So with that, good night, everybody. See you Tuesday at 7 p.m. Good night. Thank you for coming in. Bye-bye. Good night.